reserve price, we'll hear the words on the market and sell, selling, and ultimately the highest bidder from there on in buys the property today. Should we not quite get to the vendor's reserve price, we do have the opportunity to pass the property into the highest bidder. With the highest bidder, we'll have exclusive rights to purchase at the vendor's reserve. So it's very easy. Be the highest, be there at the end, and you'll have the rights to this wonderful property. Now, I've got auction reporters down in front, ladies and gents, tracking all the auctions throughout the area. They are going to record this auction live here today, so you'll be able to recap on your success should you be that lucky buyer. And hey, if you're one of those that may miss out today, you'll be able to look back and say, should I have gone that little bit more? So thank you, auction reporters down in front. Now, of course, the property's been proudly marketed to you by the Coco Ma team. They've introduced the property to you, they've brought you here today, and in particular, you've been dealing with the agents, Coco and William. They've answered all your questions and queries throughout the campaign, and there's plenty of the Coco Ma team in the crowd here today. You know, if you're selling via auction, you've got more than 2 agents on here. You've probably got about 8 agents supporting you here today throughout that sale. Conditions made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit auctioning of accepting bids or offers once the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. Now, the vendors have reserved prohibit false bids, prohibit false laser jets. If you are that lucky buyer, you will be required to sign the contract to sale. Upon signing the contract to sale, you'll nominate a settlement term of anywhere between 30 and 60 days is our vendor's preference. If you do need a little bit longer, they're happy to extend that to no later than the 27th of June and not past. However, preference is 30 to 60 days, making that very clear today. You'll also be required to pay a 10% deposit on the signing of the contracts. That will be done by electronic funds transfer, so no cash and no cheques. Only electronic funds transfer, and once those funds are cleared, we'll be able to give you a receipt from our trust account. Now, of course, ladies and gents, I'm not going to walk you through the entireties of this property. What an absolute masterpiece. Approximately a 1970s home. You can tell it was a state-of-the-art home that it is today. A great entertainer's home. Every nook and cranny used on every position of this property. Whether it's heading into the main areas and having your own servery and wet bar area, serving out to your guests. Then you get the kids on the other side, straight into the pool. What an absolute masterpiece. A pool of approximately 10 metres by 5 metres. Huge in today's standards. Well ahead of any advanced property here today. They've already done it. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're sitting in that pool, you'll also get to enjoy the neighbours' palm trees, so you'll be able to sit back, look up, and think you're in the tropical heart of Queensland somewhere. You never know. But on a day like today at 30 degrees, I can promise you as a pool owner, for those that haven't had one before, you're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it, and so is all your friends and family, because they're going to want to be in it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure some of the neighbours in this block and in this quarters have enjoyed the luxuries of this pool as well. Make yourselves known, you know you have. You've knocked on the door and said, do you mind if we jump in? This is what you get when you're buying a court, ladies and gents. A fantastic neighbourhood, a great location. And let's touch base on that location quickly. We've got the Warner Primary School not too far away. Noble Park College as well around the corner. Yarram Stations and Noble Park Stations are your public transport and train stations. And you've got Parkmore Shops also. You've got Rossi Reserve just around the corner. Everything's here. Transport, schools, and the fantastic home, and all you've got to do is bid. Well, ladies and gents, this is where we're going to get this party started. With a fair and reasonable bid, we're going to kick it off. We've had a publicly displayed quote range of 800,000 to 880,000. Let's get this party started. Who wants to kick off the auction? 820, why not? Big round of applause to our opening bidder, well done. At 820 and away we go.
830.
830, why not? Let's move it along quickly. 30 here, let's make it 50. What do you say? At 30 and welcome to the video. 50 now. At 50 and 60 straight away. 3 parties in. At 60. At 60 with you, maybe 70. 80?
5.
75, why not? 80. 80 here. 880,000, haven't forgotten about you, sir. The action started pretty quickly here. At $880,000, make yourselves known, jump in quickly, maybe 90s. 90, why not? At 90, let's go 900. At 90, and away we go. Let's make it 9, worth absolutely every penny. You know it, I know it, everyone else does too.
900.
900 crack. At $900,000 now, make it 10, sir. Let's move it along quickly now. 10's the way to go. At 900, 3 parties in it. That's 3-horse race at this point in time. Only one bidder though. At 900,000, one successful bidder here today. We'll be taking the keys away. At 900,000, what do you say? 10. Quickly, any further advances? Bit quiet over here. At $900,000 we have. I'll call 3 times. First call. At $900,000, need to know it's here. Second call. At $900,000, fairly bidden off. 10, welcome to the bidding. Good luck today and wish you all the very best and hello. At 10, and make it 20. Let's move it along quickly. Don't let it get away now. At $910,000, 20 is where we need to go.
Yes.
At 20, well done. At 20 and surely 30. Let's move it along quickly now. At 20 and 30.
930.
30. Who's going to be the lucky buyer? Another 5? 40 here at 940,000. Was that a bid, little one? You've got to be over the age of 18. At 945. 45. Welcome back. At 45. Smooth. 50. 50 strong. Who wants it more? At $950,000. A state-of-the-art property. Beautiful home through and through. You're going to enjoy living here. At 950, it's yours. Like to do? Who said 1 million? Someone said I think 1 million. Let's just go there. Would you like to bid, ma'am? At 950. At 950. At 950, it's here. Maybe listen to the crowd. They've said 1 million. Give it a go. At 950, it's here. 55. At 55. Maybe 65. Go 10. Go that little bit stronger. At 955, it is. 60. Good bid. At 60. Thinking of selling, you know who to call. Coco Ma, your team here today. 61. They've broken it down. Let's make it 65.
62.
Let's go the 1s and 2 is you. At 62. At 962, you've started the 1s. Let's end in 1s. What do you say? 962's here. Against you now. Down to 2 parties. Who's going to be there at the end?
63.
63. Make it 65. Work with me. At 63, it's here. Let's go 65. What do you say? At 963's the bid now. 63 here. At 966. What about 88? At 966 here. 67. Thank you for your coming. At 967 over here now. What about 70? Let's go 70. We're going to get there anyway. At 967, fairly. 968. Let's just make it 70. 968. 70, good bid. 2 on top now. At 70, fairly bid and offered. What a day to be buying property. What majestic weather. Who's going to be celebrating with a sold sticker on the board? At 970, you are. Here we go. What would you like to do? First call.
71.
71. Let's go 80. 72. Why not? 972. What about 80? Give it a last hurrah at 972. Let's make it 80. Give it a go. The 1s aren't working. At 972,000 though, you're leading. What about 80?
Nice, 77.
77. Only 80 from here. At 977. I called it earlier. Let's go there now. At $977,000. At $980,000, definitely selling. Happy to give everyone equal amount of time. 81. 81.
82.
82. Against you again at 82. Big decision for all parties involved today. Thinking of selling, know who to call. You've seen the bidders today. Coco Ma, your team in today. At 982, need to know. Are we in or out? First call at $982,000 confirmed here. Correct? Second call at $982,000. 83.
84.
84. They're just moving that little bit quicker. At 84. Make it 990. Give it a go. It's worth absolutely every penny today. 984. Get the weekends back. Enjoy the luxuries of this home has to offer at $984,000 at the moment in your court.
985.
$85,000 is the bid. First call at $986,000. We're selling. Second call at 986. 87. Let's go 990. What do you say? At 987.
988.
88, why not? 9 bar. 9 at 990. Give it a crack. What do you say? You'll have to set up a lemonade stand. That's what your parents have said.
990.
990, good bid. At 990 now. At 990,000 is the bid now. Taking it away. Could be out. Are you sure? What about one more? At $990,000 is the bid. Why not? At 991. Close. Very close. We're getting to the nitty-gritties at $991,000. What do you say? First call at $991,000 in your court. Need to know quickly. Second call at $991,000 unconditional sale today. Here we go. Need to know.
992.
92. Snuck away again at 992. 93. You're buying. 3 types to think about it. 3 opportunities. Are we in or out? What would you like to do? Call at $993,000. We sell. Second call at $993,000. Need to know quickly though. Are you in or out? What would you like to do? Are you sure? Sure. 3 calls. If you do want to jump in, please do so before the contract hits my hand. Okay. At $993,000, looks like we might have found our newest resident. Here we go. First call at $993,000. Any further advances quickly? Second call at $990,000.